We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Here we go.
Throwing first play is Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Herbert, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And returning it, here's Hamler. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. He's got room at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he's got it. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Gordon will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Once more, here's Eckler. And some space here. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. The Broncos at 11-5 on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Gordon on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. 7-7, our score after 1.
Power.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Now Wilson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert Okwuegbunam. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run, as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
After the run, now Herbert to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Hamler now on the return. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again. And he's got some space here. The 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson on the slant, completes to Sutton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He really tried to thread that down the seam.
Yeah, he tried to rip that one, didn't he? But a throw with that velocity, necessary when you're trying to hit a quick hitter like that one. Timing execution has to be perfect. Unfortunately for him, that one fell to the ground.
To throw again is Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Go 14.
Throwing again here, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a late 3 there. That'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Hey, alert!
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. On first down, it's Herbert. He's got his tight end McKinney right side complete.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Herbert throwing again. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Big Ndamukong Suh, one of the league's best for a long time, getting a sack there.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Herbert operating from the red zone.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quran Williams.
And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you want to crawl under a rock until it's over.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll dump this down to Matt Breida.
Finding space at the 40.
Now he's loose at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Here's Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he stopped immediately there. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. The quick slant caught. Touchdown.
Josh Palmer
from 8 yards out.
And the Chargers get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, It actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
He's got Eckler, and they're going to get this up to midfield. Herbert going to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Wilson wants to throw it.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. Throwing is Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Wilson.
They'll get that complete to Albert O.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Broncos,
they finish off the regular season at 12 up and 5 down.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Chargers,
it will indeed be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 7-10.
And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really